Hello, my name is David Travis, and in this UX tea break, I look at revenue streams for freelancers. So this question came from Ian, and Ian asked, until last week I was working as a user researcher in the travel industry. I'm a freelancer and my contract has been cancelled. Any suggestions on getting work? Well, I know that Ian isn't unusual. I've heard from a number of people that work as contractors in the field of user research that have been laid off. And I'm thinking of ways that those people could earn an income while they're off. I've got some suggestions for you, not the obvious ones, like obviously you could try and sell remote usability testing to clients. You could also try expert reviews and so on. But what I wanted to do instead was give you some ideas that you might not have thought of, which are ways to supplement your income. I don't think any of these are going to make you rich, but they should pay your grocery bill. Here's some suggestions. So the first idea that I've got is think about writing a book. Hold on a second, just bear with me. You know that people say that everyone's got a book inside them. Well, if that's true, then I think everyone has 10 ebooks inside them. If you thought of writing an ebook instead, you could get the ebook out fairly quickly, and that could cause you to get some income fairly quickly as well. The trick with ebooks is to make them as specialized as you possibly can. So don't write about user experience, don't write about user research, don't write about usability testing. Write about how to analyze the data from a usability test. That way you can keep the ebook relatively short, but it's also quite meaningful that the people that might want to buy it would find it. So as an example, let's say that you gave yourself the job of writing a 500 to 1,000 words a day, like a blog post basically. Do that for a month. You'll have somewhere between 10 and 20,000 words, perfect length for an ebook that you can then charge a $5 or so for, and that would cause some income for you and might help you a little bit with some of these other ideas over the hump. A second idea would be to try to create an online training course. So I've got online training courses on Udemy, and they've been a useful supplement to the money that I earn through user focus. You could do that too. Again, I think the idea is to be specialized in areas that you're particularly good at to make sure that you're providing real value to people. And there are platforms like Skillshare, Udemy, that allow you to put these courses together. They'll host the videos for you. Your only job is to come up with the appropriate syllabus. Related to that, another idea is to create a webinar. Maybe you could do a 1-hour webinar in your specialist subject. You could then not only sell tickets for the webinar itself, but when the webinar's complete, you could also sell that video as a play on demand. And that will be another way for you to get this kind of passive income that's going to be important to help you over this particular hump. And a fourth idea would be to try coaching. Presumably you've got to your stage as an experienced user researcher. If you're contracting, then you're obviously at the kind of senior user research level. You've got some knowledge that younger people in the field could really benefit from. Why not offer coaching to a group of, say, 4 to 6 people? You could run a session once a week with those people, give them some homework afterwards that you can then give them some feedback on the following week. Maybe if you did that for, say, a 6-week period, at the end of that, you would have given them some real value that they can use in their job. And people are always willing to pay for that. Like I've said, none of those are going to make you rich. But if you did each of those over time, you might find that you might get, say, a third of what you were earning in your contracting job. And that'll help you get over the hump so that when things do pick up, and they will pick up after this, when they do pick up, you'll be in a great position to then continue with your contracting career. I hope you found that useful. If you've got any other ideas, please post them below, and maybe we can help other user researchers that are in that kind of position.